guys, I want to say something. We didn't say we. I don't think we have said it. John Wall and the Rockets are departing ways. What you think about this? This kind of big. This is kind of big for John Wall and the NBA. We could. It's either he's gonna. We're gonna find out if he gets traded. If he's. I think it'll obviously be a top tier team. It'll be I mean, not top tier, like a contender, and he could be a big piece. And what reminded me was I just seen a post was Kendrick Perkins thinks that the Sixers should pursue John Wall. What you think about that?
Yeah, I think
You
before
know,
I even touch on that, I just want to get a little more specific on the situation. John Wall and the Rockets agreed to mutually part ways. He's gonna attend training camp, I guess, to get himself in shape or just to get an NBA shape in general. But he's not gonna suit up for the team this season. It might be a buyout or it's a trade, most likely a trade because he's owed a lot of money. But back to that Sixers thing, I told you I think they should trade John Wall and Kevin Porter Jr. for Ben Simmons. I think that's the way to go. Philly
oh,
probably doesn't want to do that, but I like
the,
that move, me
the only
personally.
thing, look, what I've been telling you the whole time, it's not what the guy could do. It's can he stay healthy? He has a fat ass contract, man. Yeah, Ben Simmons doesn't want to be there. Yeah, I understand that, and it makes like the contract makes sense.
But
But
you can
man,
also get Kevin Porter
I'd
Jr. in my
rather have the
hypothetical trade.
I'd rather have the healthy player that doesn't want to shoot, but at least he's out there playing defense and passing the ball, man. It's really a toss. I'm not saying I'm not a fan of John Wall. You know what I'm saying? He's a great point guard. You know what I'm saying? And that's what if we have him, he kind of fits you know what I'm saying? The check marks that we needed.
Yeah,
Where he
for sure.
fits.
I like the fit. I like the fit. There's another team that he
Great.
fits even better on.
Obviously, he's not a Ben Simmons defensively, but he's a great defender. He
I
can hold
think
his
I think
own.
he was a great defender this season at his position
So,
for sure.
but he's getting like 50 mil next year, man, which is a little crazy.
Yeah,
Which
probably
is
the worst
it's
contract
not.
in the NBA.
If we're being honest, bro. Like Miguel just said, worst contract you have right now in the NBA, and we're just getting out of one, which was El Horford, which is right there, right next to him. So I don't know. I don't know. It's really I like it, but then I don't. That it's just can he stay healthy?
I don't
Because
know.
I
Me,
told you, bro. I told you if the Sixers are gonna trade him, it gotta be for anything we get. It gotta be good. It gotta be good, but it gotta. Ben Simmons is big, man. I'd rather keep him another year
he's
than
saying
if
all
we
this
can't.
now. It's all the smoke blows.
I
It's
think
now.
I,
I'll keep him another year. 2 months
I
ago was
think
not get rid of his ass now, bro. This and that, this and that. But there's another
who,
team that I think John Wall fits even better on. I
who the
think you can
Celtics.
agree with this. Celtics are one of them. That's a good pick too. But I think the Los Angeles Clippers. The contracts add up if they throw in a Luke Kennard, a Eric Bledsoe, and a Serge Ibaka into that trade. You don't got to give nothing else. Maybe the Rockets send over a first round pick. Maybe they do,
I
or
like
maybe
that.
they send in multiple, just because they are sending a bad contract over. But I think even this year alone with no Kawhi, a John Wall and Paul George, Reggie Jackson's still on that squad. Nick Batum is still on that squad. You still got Terrence Mann, who's emerging as
I like that. I like
a
that.
young good role
Honestly, I like
player in
that.
the league right now. My boy from St. Lucia. I
Hell
really I
yeah,
really like that roster. If John Wall was on
bro.
that running the show, you move you
Hell
move
yeah.
Reggie to the two, and because he shot well ever since he came to the Clippers, he's been shooting I think about 40%. I really
So
like that fit.
you're moving PG to the three then.
Yeah, for sure. Until Kawhi comes back, and then when Kawhi comes
I like.
back, I think if I'm not Reggie Jackson signed a 1 year contract, right?
Yeah, 10 year, 10 mil.
Yeah, 1 year for 10, and then they reevaluate that at the end of the season. But John Wall, PG, going through it right for this season. PG's gonna be MVP candidate this season, and we're gonna call him. And now I'm not even a PG guy, but he's gonna be on that level this year after what we seen in the playoffs last year. You got a motivated John Wall who he was inefficient last year, but he had a decent season on a team that was bad. But he got his points up. He's still a top tier playmaker at his position. He still can do that. Still get out there and run. His jump shot is always in. But what were the Clippers last year? The best 3-point shooting team in the NBA. That is a perfect fit. His energy with Ballmer hyped up on the sideline every time John Wall goes in there for an acrobatic 360 layup.
Yeah.
I love it. I think that's the way to go for sure.
Yeah. But I want to say it's not actually 50 mil. It's 44 million this year, and then 50 mil the next year.
So that's he's owed about $100 million. That's
Yeah,
why I think you got to throw in
contract was 5 years, guys.
I think you got to throw in two first round picks or at least one in like a second.
It got to be someone else. I think you got to add a player. I don't fuck the picks.
Nah, but you got to think
Now.
and that in my hypothetical trade with the Clippers, they're sending over Eric Bledsoe, which is a bad contract, Luke Kennard, which is a bad contract,
But
and then Ibaka is just a match salary.
no. But yeah, if we talk about the Clippers, the Luka already like you ask somebody else already makes it fits his contract because I mean Luka also got it's not a good contract. He didn't get a good contract. He got paid right away. Not even right before the season even started. They paid him. They extended his contract. But that's a little. Hey, John Wall. It's either he's gonna show that he's that player. I mean, he could still compete, or he might get traded.
Yeah, he's definitely getting traded. You talking about John Wall, right?
Yeah, but if he got 50 mil, bro,
But
his
I
next
think we just seen Russell Westbrook get traded multiple times throughout the last couple of years, bro.
that's what I'm saying. Like he
I
already got.
think
This is the second time he's about to get traded.
this is definitely probably it's the worst contract in the. That's what I'm saying, bro. They gotta add in a first round. They gotta add in some draft capital,
I mean,
and also I don't know how he gets done, but I like the fit on Boston as well. I think he gives you everything that Schroeder gives you at a higher level, in my opinion. But the him and Marcus Smart sharing a backcourt, I don't really like that. I don't think I know you think Marcus Smart's a great shooter. I still think he's
he
as
shot
a
forty
shooter.
percent.
I like Marcus Smart.
Double and in this season. That's all I'm saying.
Me personally, I don't like that backcourt. I don't like but and from what the contract he signed, it looks like he's their starting point guard of the future, for sure.
Nah,
Well,
yeah,
for the future that we can see, like as of right now.
nah. I think it's him. But
But
or Dallas. What if Dallas made a move for
nah, that's a good ass.
John Wall?
But the problem is like, what are you dumping the Porzingis?
Yeah. What are you gonna do about the money? What matches?
I don't even know what. Not
Because you're not
Timmy
giving up
Hardaway
Porzingis,
Jr.
bro. Because I think we're finally, like I said,
Bounce back year for Porzingis.
wait, cut up. What you say?
I said bounce back year for Porzingis.
Yeah, I think I told you like earlier, like I told you before. I think this the year where we're finally gonna see on Porzingis. Well, we already seen him play good, but I think he's gonna have a bounce back.
So you think
The
he's getting
reason
back to
why,
his New York Knicks days?
yeah,
Is what you're
reason
telling me.
why he's finally coming healthy into another season with nothing wrong with him. But he didn't have a good role and he wasn't happy with it. But he's finally gonna accept the role and he's gonna do what he has. He said he's gonna do what he has to do to win now, and I like that. Now with Luca, he's finally you know what I'm saying. He's growing up. He's like fuck it. I'm playing with Luca, bro. Like one of the there's no way like you gotta play with him. There's no way you can't like playing with him just because you can't be that aggressive. But I think it was just the team that he was in, and well, he was coming off injuries. That's why he was probably in that role. And if you think about it, they just fired the coach. No, they didn't fire him. I don't know if he stepped down, but something
I
happened.
think he stepped down.
I mean, there's definitely something there that happened for him to step down. I mean, he's not a bad coach either.
Yeah, Rick Carlisle's about to do big things with the Indiana Pacers squad. He talked about it in a couple episodes before me and Taha, but I have high hopes for them this year. I think they're gonna be better than a lot of people expect.
Mm. But I think it's gonna be a bounce back year for Porzingis. I wouldn't trade him, but shit, if he goes to the Rockets, it just wouldn't even make sense.
Now, where I don't think it's hard. I think it's hard for Dallas to get it done.
And you just drafted two centers, technically. Usman Garuba, and then you went with
Sengu.
Sengu.
All right,
And
so
it just wouldn't make sense.
training camp started out at this first week of the NBA season. What team does John Wall play for?
I think if we're gonna be honest, in which
if you think he's still on the Rockets, just tell me that now. Like, do you think he'll still be on the Rockets?
No. I don't think he's on the Rockets. I think he's getting traded. It just reason why it just wouldn't make no sense for him. You want to play, you want to stay active. You're coming off of injuries, and you was out for so much time. You just don't want to stay inactive. You want to stay active. I think the big. I think
who's your prediction, bro? Just get to it.
Philly. I think.
Do you think he's on Philly the time the season starts?
Yeah, I think it's just because Philly's trying to get him out of there, and now that they're parting ways with Houston, and then it's easily contracts match up. It's not a problem. You just add a couple players. Maybe we'll see. You know what I'm saying? But it wouldn't be if you sent Ben Simmons over there. What? That's not a bad squad. You know what I'm saying? You start you just drafted really good, the number 2 second pick, what's his name, Josh Green, right? What's his name?
Yeah, Jalen Green,
and he was averaging 25 points in the summer league. He just came off the G League, which it's really good. That just gives you another. He was playing with NBA level players.
Perfect.
So hey, it'll be I can see that happening. It'll be good part with both ways, but maybe adding you gotta add something else. So I don't think just giving up Ben Simmons, because you're giving up a young star for a vet. Let's keep it a stop. With the worst contract of all times. So
all time. You funny as hell. But if I'm giving a solid, honest opinion, I think he's still on the Houston Rockets by the time the season starts. That's my honest opinion. I think it's gonna be hard to get that deal done for him to go to any team.
So you think he's not gonna suit up then?
Nah, I think he's just gonna not play for the beginning of the season to get his body right. Nah, he's not. I think he's gonna be in Washington at his crib, because he's definitely still got that crib in Washington D.C. He's definitely gonna be in Washington D.C. still. By the time the season starts, he might be at a condo in Houston, but I think he's gonna be Washington D.C. Or he's down in Miami getting work done with all those top tier, not saying he's going to the Heat, but he's gonna be down in Miami working with all those top tier basketball trainers that are down there getting his body right, getting his shot right. I think he's gonna be over there putting in work.
But if we're gonna be honest, Clippers and Heat, they're technically so far what I heard of, they're the only.
I think the Heat shit is fake. I think the Heat shit is fake, because there's no there's no way in hell that could even get done, bro.
Because it just makes no sense.
Not even does it make sense, like contract wise.
Contract. I'm talking about contract.
Exactly, but you have to. That's us trading Duncan and Kyle Lowry. Like, that doesn't even make sense, bro.
It just makes no sense.